Let's look at division. So we're going to develop the language and processes to help a young child understand what they're doing when they divide. So the place to start is with practical situations that the child can relate to. They already, by the time you're starting to do the division computation, they know all their basic facts, and the basic facts for division are really the multiplication facts. So once a child has all their multiplication facts, they're ready to start doing division. And the only new piece of information about the basic facts is that sometimes with division there are leftovers. So you would have seen on the PowerPoint presentation where 25 playing cards were shared amongst 4 people that there was 1 playing card left at the end. And that happens with division. There is sometimes a remainder. So today we're going to start by looking at situations where you need to do a computation. Now, sometimes you won't need to do a computation for 2 digits divided by 1 digit, such as if we had 85 marbles being shared amongst 9 people, then you just use your basic facts. 9 nines are 81 and there's 4 left over, so every child gets 9 marbles and there are 4 remaining. But what if it's 85 marbles shared amongst 3 children? Some children will need the support of doing a computation to help them understand that and to accurately work out how to share. So we're going to look at doing 2 digit divided by 1 digit and sharing out those marbles. So we've got 85 marbles to share amongst 3 people, and this is how we go about it. We use the place value chart and the base 10 materials, and we show them how it works. So we want to use exactly the same language when we're working with the materials as we will later on when we're working just with the pencil and paper doing the computation. So we start with the story. Alright, we've got 85 marbles to share. How many marbles each? If marbles don't relate to your child, use another example, but we're using that one. So where do we start? We start by sharing the tens. We have 8 tens to share and 3 people. Now we could share like this. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. But really, for children who are ready for doing division as a computation, they already know their tables, so we don't want to encourage that sharing one at a time. It's not really quick enough or give the child enough feeling of their mastery of it. So we want them to use their basic facts. So there's 8 tens to share and 3 people sharing. 2 threes is 6, so what we're going to do is give each person 2 tens and there'll be 2 left over. They should be able to get that from their basic facts. So we have 2 tens for that person, 2 tens for that person, 2 tens for that person. Now as you can see there's 2 tens left and we've got 3 people, so we can't give them 1 each. So what we need to do is we need to rename that 10 as 10 ones. And so you get that 10 right away and you replace it with 10 ones. Then we do the same with the other 10. Take away the 10 and replace it with 10 ones. Alright, so now we have the 5 ones that we originally had, and we've now got 25. So we've got 3 people sharing 25 ones. How many ones does each person get? 3 8s are 24, so everybody's going to get 8. So we give this person their 8. And we give this person their 8. And also 8 for this person. And we find out that everybody's got 28 marbles each, and there is 1 remaining marble. And that's how we do it, using the materials. So the next thing we do then is we show the children how to do it with the computation. So you would do that over and over and over again with lots of different practical examples about how to share out using the materials. So you've developed the language, the concepts, and the process. Then you start introducing pencil and paper at the same time, and eventually you come where it's just pencil and paper and the child feels comfortable with that. So we have 3 children sharing 85, and we're going to show the computation for that. So we try and keep the language exactly the same as what we used before. We've got our example, we've made up our story about the marbles, child understands what we're doing, we're sharing them out or dividing them. So first thing we do is share the tens, that's where we start. So 3 people and 8 tens, that's 2 tens each, which is 60 marbles. 8 tens and 6 tens is 2 tens, we have 2 tens left over. So to share those, we rename them and put them with the other ones. So we rename our 2 tens as ones and put it with the other ones. We now have 25 ones to share, and 3 people sharing, so that's 8 marbles each, which means we've shared 24, and there is 1 marble left, which is not enough to share amongst 3, so it remains as a remainder. And that's how you do the computation.